right, ladies and gentlemen, if you can see by the title of the video, you'll see an S1 in parentheses. That will represent season 1 from here on out. We will have that added to each and every one of our videos that has anything to do with season 1 of the Dynasty Football League. Just like when we get into games, it'll say Dynasty Football League in parentheses. It'll say S1 so and so versus so and so, whoever it may be, or whoever's playing who. So this way everyone knows what the S1 means. Now I need to get my ass out of here, probably 8:30. I have a little bit extra time today than usual. Usually I leave here at 8:15 because I get picked up and we go clear across town to pick somebody else up to take them to work. Tonight that usually doesn't happen. We just do what we need to do. Now I want to make this mention, and I'm going to make this mention perfectly clear to anyone and everyone who is an owner in this league. If you did not submit any signings that you wanted to attempt to make, that's your fault, not mine. And I will be very open and honest when it comes to this league, because I've done one too many sim warm-up leagues, if you will, for this league to get this shit right, to where I feel I am comfortable with where we are in the process to make the Dynasty Football League work. So I've made it perfectly clear, when you took on an opportunity to become an owner in this football league, to take on a team, you were told it takes responsibilities, it takes involvement, it takes activity. Some of you submitted offers, some of you did not. I will not say who did and or who didn't. That's nobody's business but between me and you. Some of you honestly said, I am not right now, because I want to see the first cycle and how it goes through, because I'm not giving out people's strategies, but I mean, it's reality when you realize what's about to happen. Some owners literally said, no, let the other teams be crazy and overpay for some of the higher top tier guys. Let that funnel through for the first week, and then I'm going to jump in on phase 2 while they've already overpaid, and I ain't got to worry about outbidding them for the next level guys. Could be a good strategy. But like I said, we did the last video. I let everybody know in that video, send me your offers. You got 48 hours. I've also told everybody, when they took on ownership in this league, you need to watch every single video. And I know sometimes you don't get the alerts. I know sometimes that doesn't happen. But that's where you got to at least come to this YouTube channel on the regular, just to make sure if you missed a video or not. Now, yeah, we do run the ICW, the International Championship Wrestling, through 2K19 on WWE on this channel as well, and you might have to cipher through those videos as well. But that's the only 2 things we do on this channel anymore. Part of me was debating if I wanted to go out and buy UFC and create Gamma again, which was the Global Association of Mixed Martial Arts. But I just figured, you know, this is too much as it is on my plate, but it's right there where I can handle it, and I love it. So when it comes to the signings, that's on you. The signings of what was available was on the last video. I don't have the time with this freaking video right now I'm about to do, where I'm going to advance the week, because you see I'm on signing free agents. I'm going to go and look and show you guys. We're not going to go see bids. Okay, there's bids on players across the board here. Okay, you can tell that people put in bids. That being said, I'm hitting the week. I'm going to advance it. We're going to see who was and wasn't signed, who got what players, and then you can use the last video as a reference point to see who you want to bid on. All you have to do is message me. You can even call me if you know my number, and we can put the bid in over the phone, and I can set it up for you. Talk to me on instant messengers, wherever you know me at, whether it be Skype, Twitter, Facebook. You as the owner have to do this for your team, not me. I'm just going to be the commissioner, and I'm not trying to help one team over the other team win. So I want to have a cool, fun league. The next cycle of this will happen tomorrow. From here on out, it is 24-hour periods, and I even told myself I might run 2 after tomorrow. And what I'm talking about is this, ladies and gentlemen. Free agency at the top of your screen, you'll see it says off season, free agency 2. That one's getting run tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Just like today's was supposed to be run at 7 o'clock. Season 3, when I get that one, I may run the season 3 one at 7 o'clock again. But then season 4, I'm probably going to run season 4's free agency at 7 o'clock a.m. where it's just going to be a 12-hour period between 3 and 4. I work till 5:30 in the morning. I'll probably come home in the morning and cycle that process through in free agency 4. Then we get to the draft. Before we do the draft, I will cover each and every single team. Let everybody see their current depth after their signings. If you want to cut players, that is your last opportunity as well. Some teams have already been cutting players like crazy. Some guys are sitting on their players saying, I do maybe I mean stages. I'm not sure what I even said. But either way, as long as you got it. With that being said, some teams have not even cut one player because they're waiting just to see what they can get in free agency first, because they don't want to not have depth. Smart move there as well. Some guys cut guys so they had more money to sign players. Not a bad angle either. But that being said, what did I say instead of stages? I don't even know what word I used. I'm tired. Been dealing with a migraine all freaking day. It won't go away. Got to go to work. And the store is bright as fuck. So that's going to bother me. But, any case, I'm going to go to advance the week. Oh, seasons. Yeah, I meant stages. Good catch, Ed. Good catch, Alex. Alright, I'm going to hit force advance. And we're going to go and see who did and didn't get signed. And then again, use the prior video as your reference point to see which players you want to bid on. And use this video as a reference point to who got signed. Simply because I don't have the time to run another video because I gotta go to work. So I apologize for that. So here we go. Alright. We got to go in this here. View available free agents. And we're going to go over to signings. And we're going to go to quarterback. Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Mahomes has been signed by the Toronto Mounties. Patrick Mahomes is officially a Toronto Mountie. Contract accepted. Going by the halfbacks. One halfback has been signed. He is going to the Chicago Cougars. They have now acquired a halfback in Ronald Browning. Fullbacks. The Armadillos. I love saying the Armadillos. That's going to be great. They went and signed themselves a fullback at a level 64, which was quite interesting, but they just wanted to get one on the team. Wide receivers. The Aviators have signed themselves Glenn Parker. Good pickup for the Aviators. 83 overall. That should give them an 83 and an 80 or 82 or something like that to start with. So, yeah, they're gonna look good here too. Now Jacoby Miller signed by the Brooklyn Beats. So they've got a young kid there adding to their depth as well. Just a 70 overall, but they have a pretty good depth of receivers. It's just added better. Dwayne's going nuts. Tight ends. The Armadillos strike again. Yeah, 95 overall quarterback. Yeah, the best quarterback, I think. Until maybe... I still might go with the 95 overall over Patrick Mahomes, because Mahomes, I think, is 36 years old. That's crazy. But, again, the Armadillos strike again. This time getting a 74 tight end. And he was going to either be a starter or depth, because they're carrying a 72 overall tight end as well. Left tackles, the Beats went out and got themselves Ricky Dickinson. Holy hell. He was the best left tackle in free agency. Big signing for the Beats. They also got Josh Harris. So they got out and got themselves a starter and a backup. And some teams could have used a character like Josh Harris as a starter, but the Beats like, nope, not today. We're going to take them both. The Cougars get Devin Bryan, and they add the 75 overall Devin Bryan to their roster. He was much needed. He may very well end up being the starter. And the Elks strike as they get Andrew Harrington, a 73 overall left tackle. And I'm double checking the Elks here. The Elks definitely needed it. Their starter currently is a 59, so this is a huge upgrade, even though it's only the 73. Big signing there for the Elks. Left guard, the Cougars add now a left guard to their team. In the 90 overall, TJ Phillips. Big signing for the Cougars. The London Bulldogs, they finally strike as the London Bulldogs acquire Sherrod Moore, 84 overall, to play at left guard, and they had no left guards on their roster. Then the Wizards, they now appear on the board for the first time as they're able to acquire Matt Rudolph. And Matt Rudolph will be a 76 left guard, just 24 years of age. So a nice pickup for the Wizards. And I'm writing these down, ladies and gentlemen, as we get them, just so you guys know that's what I'm doing. That's what I need to make sure I do. There they go. 76 left guard. Yeah, they did not have a left guard. Sheesh, they needed that. James Jones, 72 left guard. He signs with the Armadillos. Holy heck, the Armadillos are all over the place. They did not have a guard either, so they finally got a left guard on their roster. Alright, moving down. Center. The Aviators score Evan Harris to come in and be a center for them, and their depth wasn't exactly the greatest. They now have 3 centers. Now we can suppose somebody may get cut here as they add Evan Harris, a superstar player, on top of it. The Cougars get Kevin Kaufman. The Cougars completely buying an offensive line here. Add a backup to their starter. Smart move. The Elks strike one more time as they get a center, Colby Trammell, 75 overall, and he will easily be the starter, taking over for the 69 current guy they had. The London Bulldogs, they go and strike with a 74 overall center. They had one center on the depth, and this one would be just a little bit better, so it was a much needed pick. And Nicholas Huerta, 70 overall tight end. He gets picked up by the Brooklyn Beats as they add a backup center to the team, much needed. A lot of good moves here by these teams thus far. Moving on to right guard, the Elks. The Elks are buying linemen. They get Cesar Ruiz, an 84 overall right guard, and they had no right guard on the roster to speak of. The Aviators get Paul Odin. He will easily be the starter. The 70 they had on the team will probably move to the bench for Paul Odin. And then the London Bulldogs come back with Kai Meredith. That's an interesting name, Kai. I like it. Kai Meredith is 76 overall right guard, being now acquired by London. And they had no guard to speak of, so now they finally have a guy at each offensive line spot. Much needed for them. To right tackle we go. No, you didn't get anything yet, Alex, because you didn't submit free agents. You signed your free agents, your personal ones, but you were one of the ones that didn't submit offers. Memphis. Oh, they got the 89 overall right tackle in Darren Nash. And they needed a right tackle because their right tackle was currently a 60. So this was huge for them. And then the Wizards come striking right back. And they go and get themselves the 81 overall DeMarcus Woodard, 23 years old. Just 23 years old. Sheesh, that could be a huge signing for them. Moving on, left end. Aaron Towns, the 85. Aaron Towns, he will be signed by the London Bulldogs, and they had no left end to speak of, so they at least get one guy on the roster here with Aaron Towns. The Elks get Charlie Byron, and they had no left end either, so again, both these teams filling major holes. And then the Memphis Steamers come back one more time. The 80 overall left end and Cole Gore. And they did not have a left end on their roster as well. Holy crap. That's amazing. Now moving to defensive tackles. Larry Campbell, 87 overall, going to the Cougars. They now have 4 defensive tackles on their roster, and he is by far the best one. Hey, you can do it after this one, because as soon as we're done, you can send in offers. Check the old video. That is the only defensive tackle to sign. Moving to right end, not one was signed. Moving to left outside linebacker, Greg Weaver. Greg Weaver being signed by the Elks. I gotta like this. The Elks are really working hard here, trying to put together a team. They get an 83 overall left outside linebacker where they had nobody. And look at that little logo. He is a superstar. No, excuse me, he's an X Factor. Holy smokes. Oh, let me go through the list. And then the Aviators got Will Homan, 77 overall. And their linebackers were a much needed upgrade. They're adding some depth and getting some players on the team. And then the Wizards come back and get Max Briggs. This was more of a depth signing, I believe. I'm double checking the team. The Wizards. He had... Where's he at? Yeah, no, actually, this guy will start for them. They had 2 61 overall players on the team, and now they get Max Briggs. All right, moving to middle linebacker. No one has signed. Right outside linebacker. The Beats get Marcus Hancock. Marcus Hancock going to the Beats, 86 overall. Much needed there. They did not have one guy on the team. Then the Miners show up on the board. The Miners, Sacramento. Yeah, you gotta like that. They get on the board and get the 78 overall right outside linebacker in Chris Crawford, who is a superstar. Then the Armadillos get Rory Wilbon. Oh boy, I'll get it right. Wilbon, 75 overall, and he's going to be on the right outside for them. And when I look at the Armadillos here, let me double check it. They had nobody. So this was a much needed player that they had to get on their team because they did not have anyone at all. Now to the last one that was signed. The Cougars get Marcus Posey, a 68 overall right outside linebacker. Just giving themselves a backup to their starter who's a 75. Cougars filling many needs here in this. They're paying, but they're getting what they need. Moving to corner. Boom. The Cougars strike again. An 87 overall. And Clay Cook, superstar player. He is now the best corner on the team. 77 and a 70 as well. The Wizards, they come back and they are able to secure Newkirk. There's that name. Chad Newkirk, 83 overall corner. He is now the second best corner on the team. And the last one, Jamal Pryor, 81 overall, going to the Aviators. Aviators securing a corner. He's now the best corner on that roster. A good signing for the Aviators. Free safeties. The Miners strike back again with Terrell Hamlin, a 77 overall free safety going to Sacramento. And I'm looking at this team here. They did not have one free safety on the team. Got him. Moving on now to the strong safety position. No signings as of yet. Kickers. The Cougars add Butker as their kicker. 80 overall. Very old though at 35. Still a star, but hey, they got it done. And the Beats signed Travis Jensen, the 73 overall kicker. So he is off the board. And that would be everybody, ladies and gentlemen. All players are now off the board and what have you. So you see the signings that have come down. A lot of players still available. Lamar Jackson still out there. No one's made an offer. The list goes on with these players. So you just sit here and if you look to the left, you'll see if there's any bids on any of these guys. As you can see, it's zeros across the board here. No one has made an offer on any of them. So the reason why, and this is what I'm going to tell you guys, and I found this out, and I'm looking. See, there's no bids. I'm just double checking because some of the guys, there's still a bid. Okay, it is accurate because I'm seeing guys that I know bids were put in on. Okay, the game does reject offers. The game does reject offers. So you may submit an offer and your offer is not accepted, but it can actually be rejected and disappear. So again, if you've already bid on a guy and you didn't sign him and you notice he didn't get signed, you have to rebid on him, which is freaking awesome. But that happens. And yes, I noticed the quick questions from ICW. I will let everybody know when we're doing ICW as soon as we can. I got the schedule from my wife earlier. It's not the greatest of schedule to work with, I'm not going to lie to you, but we always find a way. So, but alright, ladies and gentlemen, that has been your free agent signings. Okay, all you got to do is go find the video I did prior to this one where all the free agents are available. Let me know who you want to sign, or at least attempt to. Tell me the offer you're making. It's on the last video what they're asking for. If you need a little bit more information, that's why you just talk to me. That's why I'm here. We'll submit the offers. I don't know why it's not. Look at all these contracts accepted. Jesus. It's wild. You would think this would be the ones shown. And I'm thinking it is. Look at this. Hold a minute. Hold on. I'm just now realizing that. Wait a minute. I didn't even get to say the signings for San Diego because I'm on their team. That's weird. See, it says league signings and you don't see San Diego. They have to go in their own signings. There you got McLeod, Riddick, Timmons, Taylor, and Pritchett. So there you go. I'll let him know as well. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta get off here. I just now realize it's almost 8 o'clock and I got to roll here soon. Appreciate you being here. You have until 7 o'clock tomorrow to submit your offers. 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern tomorrow, which technically, as of right now, since it's basically 8 o'clock, you got 23 hours. At 7 o'clock, I plug in the last little option. So if you submit them at 6:59 and 59 seconds, you made it. If you submitted at exactly 7, you made it. But as soon as it says 7 o'clock and 1 second, you're late. I can't accept the offers. And I'll plug them in, and then we can get these teams rolling. If you need to know your depth, I can give you your depth. You just got to reach out to me. So, all right, y'all, I'm out of here. Be safe. Later.